Good morning, chili dogs. What you focus on grows. Feed them horses. Alright, we got 3 pots coming your guys' way. I'm gonna get over there in just a second. I gotta lower this down. I'm kinda surprised. You can even see some little speck over there too. Let's see, where is this? Is it actually just the... Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's a chair. Something. Anyway, I'll see you guys over there in a second. Green off. Camera B. We're opening up this clay, flattening this top. Slowly pushing my fingers down this middle here. Look for some rabbits, no rabbits, okay. Fill the pond up with some water. You can't have the tadpoles dry out. And I want to cut through this surface as if it was like butter, right? Butter that you left out. Maybe you made toast last night and you wake up in the morning, you have a nice soft butter. And you're gonna pop out this little bump, right? And that's all you're doing, like a slug up the side of the pot. You're gonna bring this little bump all the way to the top. And you gotta remember, right? Like, people call it a pull, but to me it's more of a lift, right? A pull is a yanking motion. A lift is a lot more, you lift a baby bird up, right? Emphasize, emphasize, emphasize. Make sure they're all nice and even there, right? Get ready. And you're gonna twist this down, and we're gonna make our tree here. Very slowly, pop that edge out. Great. Smooth. Kiss that rim. There you go, you got a tree. Just to mess up at something. Oh, my first ever tree? That's probably on my YouTube somewhere. But yeah, I would say that it's probably last year in July. I'm slowly riding that thumb with my fist right to the edge here. And as I'm pulling that clay out to the edge, it's getting recentered to my left hand there, right? There we go. Alright, write down some water on the interior here. Taking your fingers, and again, I hook my fingers. I want to cut along this bottom edge. I don't want to push all this clay. It's a lot of clay to move, but if I cut through it, it's like almost like a water jet cutter. A bead of water can cut through steel if it's through a lot of force and in a small area, right? Same thing with clay here, right? So I always try to use my finger as a cutting tool. Collaring this in. And you can see when I collar, I get a bunch of height. My collaring is not just to bring that in, but it's also to get a lot of height, right? And so there we go, we got some height. Again, we're back down to the bottom. We ask the clay, hey clay, you got a little journey for us? The clay says, sure thing, I got a little quest for you. Take this little bump, right? And bring this to the top of the rim there, right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna set out on our little journey. We're gonna find some bumps or some obstacles, right? Some thin spots, some thick spots, but we're going to continue to move forward, right? Be that unrelenting force that just keeps on attacking, right? Get right up to that rim. I didn't waver at all, and then that's how you're going to keep that on center there, right? Be honest, how many times do you rage quit? I rage, but I never quit. Right down to this rim. Pop that edge out. And kiss that rim. There you go. You got a tree. What do you do with the clay after you finish everything? I have it sit around. Alright, so this is number 2. So you can see we're doing a lot more tendril action on this one. So I'm going to bring this over. And so people fuss about how uncentered their things are, but in reality, you can pull a lot of the off-centered stuff out of the clay during your pulling, right? And so there I did a llama pull. Alright, camera B. Camera B. Okay. Knuckle, right on the side edge here. I'm just slowly walking that clay in. I'm slowly bringing this up. The first couple pulls, don't try to get height out of it. Your aim for the first couple pulls, or the first maybe two, is to get the clay equal, right? If you can get the clay equal, you're cruising, you're in a good spot, right? How do you do that with the camera? Like when you say camera A, it switches. Yep, so I use a voice commands. So watch. Camera A. Pottery shelf. Camera C. Camera. Slowly feed this little bump right up into my hand. That's all I'm doing. Like a slug. We get to this rim, you can feel it wanting to fight. You can even see a little wobble on that top edge there. Okay. The key to the spiral is to go above. Before it makes one full rotation, you got to go above that second part. And so there's the first spiral, right? We're going to leave it just like that. And so that makes sense. Before one full rotation, you need to slowly bring that up, right? Before it makes one rotation, you need above where that next line is, and that's how you really get that nice even spiral. And so we really need to thin out the clay here, right? All right. Right on this top edge. Have your fingers hooked in, and it's going to slowly want to collapse in that interior. Great. Get ready. Pull that out sword slightly. Slow down. Bring this in. I think that one's pretty stiff straight up. So you know it will mimic that same motion with the rest of them, right? Almost like they're reaching for the top of the pot here, right? Alright, so here's number 3. Hello everyone, we're back again with another pottery review. We'll start off with this one. Somebody asked me to do another one of my spiral trees, so I started with a large spiral. I cut it off about 75% of the way up, and then I did a top tree on this one. I like that this one goes a little bit wider on the top instead of remaining, you know, in that cylindrical format, right? I have 3 tendrils spiraling up the side, and I think that overall is a pretty good pot. Second, I think this one is probably my favorite of the day. There's something, I feel like this one is just very sturdy. It almost feels like a knight or like a soldier, you know, with a big fuzzy hat or something on the top of it. It just seems sturdy. It seems a little bit like wispy, but it seems like it's gonna not fall, right? So I think this one, I kind of like it. It has this like very uniform attitude to it. And then the one on the top, this one is the one that I think I'm least excited about. It's a little bit more mundane.